Daniil Medvedev's triumphant return to the winner's circle after a staggering 882 days without a title has tennis fans buzzing. But is this the dawn of a new era for the Russian star, or merely a fleeting spark in a career plagued by ups and downs? Dive into this story with me as we unpack the highs and lows of Medvedev's journey, from his recent struggles to this hard-earned victory at the Almaty Open. And here's where it gets intriguing. Despite the doubts, his latest win raises questions about whether adaptability can truly reignite a fading passion for the game. Let's start with some context for those new to the sport. The Almaty Open is a professional tennis tournament held in Kazakhstan, part of the ATP Tour. That's the top-level circuit for men's tennis, where players compete for rankings, prestige, and prize money. For Medvedev, once the world #1 and a Grand Slam champion, the past year has been anything but triumphant. We've seen him win just a single match across the 4 major tournaments, known as Grand Slams, like Wimbledon and the US Open. And his performance at the US Open was marked by what fans call a meltdown, a moment of intense frustration that highlighted his inconsistencies. On the broader ATP Tour, Medvedev's serve, that crucial first shot that sets up the point, has been a particular weakness, contributing to his slide out of the top 10 rankings. This led to a significant change. He parted ways with his longtime coach, Gilles Servara, and teamed up with Thomas Johansson, a former world #1 himself, and Rohan Goetzke. Over the last few weeks, this new partnership has yielded steady progress, building toward a grueling 7-5, 4-6, 6-3 final win against France's Corentin Moutet. This isn't just any title. It's Medvedev's first since the 2023 Rome Masters, and his maiden hardcourt victory. That's indoor or outdoor courts with a faster, bouncier surface compared to clay or grass since March of that year. Plus, it's a milestone in itself. He now boasts 21 titles from 21 different tournaments, a testament to his versatility. But here's the part most people miss. The win meant the world to him on a personal level, as he shared in his post-match interview. As a world #14 and father of 2 young daughters, this tournament was special because it was the first time I had both Alisa and Victoria with me, Medvedev said with a smile. Winning the title felt even more meaningful, and I dedicate this one to Victoria, just like I dedicated my first title to Alisa when she was born. It's heartwarming moments like these that remind us tennis is as much about life off the court as the battles on it. Medvedev, the 2021 US Open champion, had endured a painful streak of 6 consecutive final losses, including one in Halle earlier this year. His style, often defensive, relying on retrieving shots and wearing opponents down, combined with those infamous on-court outbursts, had sparked debates among fans and experts. Many wondered aloud if his prime was behind him, questioning whether he could still compete at the elite level. But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue his aggressive outbursts are just part of his fiery personality, a trait that fuels his intensity, while others see it as a barrier to consistency. Could embracing change turn the tide? The 29-year-old has been working on exactly that, incorporating more net approaches. That's moving forward to the net, to volley and finish points aggressively, and refining his serve. In the final, he demonstrated this against a tricky opponent like Moutet, who was chasing his debut ATP title. Medvedev clawed back from a breakdown in the first set, dominating the last 5 games to seize the lead. The second set saw back-and-forth breaks before Moutet surged ahead to force a decisive third set. Tensions mounted as Moutet fended off 4 break points early in the final set, but Medvedev ultimately broke serve and clinched the match with a net point, wrapping up the 2.5-hour epic. As we reflect on this comeback, it's worth pondering, does Medvedev's success signal a broader shift in how players adapt mid-career? Or is it a reminder that perseverance can outlast even the deepest slumps? What do you think? Are his outbursts a sign of passion or a problem? And should we judge athletes more on their personal growth than just wins and losses? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Agree, disagree, or share your own examples of tennis comebacks.